What's up guys, Jun with the Sushi Man, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make the best soy sauce for sushi and sashimi. You might think that all soy sauce is the same, and why not just use the store-bought ones? Well, this simple recipe will change everything, and I promise you will not regret learning how to make this. Alright, now let's jump right in. So first off, we're not making the actual soy sauce from scratch. That would require a ton of labor and time, and honestly, I really have no clue how it's made. What we're going to be making is called Nikiri Joyu. Nikiri Joyu is a reduced and sweetened version of the regular soy sauce that we all know, and it's typically used as a finishing touch for nigiri sushi. If you've ever been to like a high-end sushi restaurant, especially omakase style, you might have seen the chef brush on the sauce right before they serve it to you. Well, that's Nikiri Joyu, and every chef has their own recipe. The one I'm sharing with you today is how I typically make it, and is extremely simple to make at home. And don't worry, you don't have to brush it on each piece of sushi, unless of course you want to. You can dip your sushi and sashimi into it just like how you use regular soy sauce. And trust me, you will taste the difference. Alright, now let's get into our ingredients. First, we have our soy sauce, and I recommend using Japanese soy sauce because of its flavor profile. Doesn't matter if it's Kikkoman or Yamasa, regular, low sodium, just use what you prefer. I personally like to use low sodium because it's a tad bit healthier. And I use Kikkoman, nothing special, you can literally find this at any grocery store. And we'll need 1 cup of this. Next, we have a half cup of mirin, which is Japanese sweet cooking wine. And then a 1/4 cup of sake. And I use a cheap bottle like this one here, which are meant for cooking and not really to drink. Though, of course, if you really want to, you can, but not recommended. And if you guys want to learn more about Japanese sake, then check out my video with the link right over here. Alright, and lastly, we have 1 cup of katsuobushi, which is dried bonito flakes. And that's it for the ingredients. Now let's start making our nikiri. So this process is really simple and it only requires a few steps. First, let's add our mirin and sake into our small pot. And then we're going to bring this to a boil over medium-high heat. Now once it starts to fully boil, we'll let this sit here like this for about 15 seconds. This will eliminate the alcohol. And then next we add in our soy sauce. Now we wait till this just starts to boil, but we don't want it to fully boil though because that'll alter the soy sauce flavor. Okay, you see how the edges here are starting to bubble? That's when you know we're close. I'm gonna let this sit for just a tad bit longer. And there we go. Now I'm just gonna stop the heat. And then we'll add in the katsuobushi. And from here, we just let this sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, now I'm going to strain this into a bowl using a paper towel. Or you can use a cheesecloth too if you have one. And then I'm going to let this strain and cool for just a bit more, and then transfer it into an airtight container like this mason jar. And as long as it's airtight and stored in the fridge, this should last you about a month. Alright, now we just squeeze the liquid out of the paper towel. And then we'll transfer it into our jar. And there you go. It's really that easy. Now, whether you use this to brush on top of nigiri, dip sashimi in it, or marinate some poke, it's totally up to you. Regardless, it will level up your sushi game for sure. And once you start using this to eat sushi, you're not gonna want to go back. Sorry, but not really. And if you enjoy recipes like this and want to learn more about making sushi, then be sure to check out my book. It's called How to Make Sushi at Home, a fundamental guide for beginners and beyond. I take you step by step on how to make sushi not only at home but at a professional level. It's packed with so much sushi knowledge, like the right tools to get started, how to source the right seafood, cutting sashimi, making the rice, rolls, nigiri, even how to pair your favorite sushi with Japanese sake. I'll have links below for those that are interested. And now that you know how to make this, go check out how to make some other sushi condiments by going to this video right over here. Alright, I know this was very simple and a quick one, but I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. As always, feel free to leave any questions or comments below. I'll see you on the next one. Arigatou gozaimasu.